We are seeing a nasty drop today, but that doesn't necessarily make sense considering all the economic data that came in was actually very strong, showing that we still have a strong economy backing up this market. But we saw a significant and intense dip the moment that these two reports came out. That's the ISM services and the jobs opening. The ISM services came out at 54.1%, which is higher than the 53% expected, 53.4% expected. And anything over 50% is considered bullish, and we did a beat on the ISM services. Anyways, it's going to be job openings as well. Those came in 0.4 million jobs higher than expected for job openings, showing that there are more job openings than expected by a significant amount. Now, of course, we know that this number is often skewed, but the numbers coming in are good for both of these things. But the market sold off. Why did it sell off? And that means everything sold off, including Bitcoin, including a lot of our favorite stocks. Why did that happen? Well, that's because everyone's looking at good news as bad news in terms of the Fed not being supportive of the market. Now, I don't think that this dip will last too long. We do have the Fed minutes coming out tomorrow. That should give us probably, honestly, another dip. I'm not going to lie. Probably another dip. We'll see what the initial jobless claims. If that comes out and doesn't agree with these job openings, that might be good for us in terms of if they're higher than expected, because we're looking for a weakening economy to get a dovish Fed, and this is showing that the Fed does not need to be dovish because the economy is strong. It can handle the punishment that they are dealing out, and that is why we're seeing the sell-off today. So let's quickly look at Bitcoin. We're down 4.2 something percent today. We came all the way down to $97,000. We hit the 21-day moving average in one day, so we went up and then came all the way right back down, engulfing red candle here today. We need to crawl back up to see this thing do anything good. Otherwise, this is still going to be bad. And you can see on the BX extender here that turned red. On the stochastic ribbons, we're pink on the fast. None of this is good. Let's take a look, see what the 2 day is showing us. 2 days still a little bullish here. Not much, not worse. But yeah, so that's not great. If we go and look at some of our favorite stocks here, you can see they're all down. 6, 7, 8, 10%. A lot of them are down a whole bunch. CleanSpark down 6%. Bit Digital down 6.97%. Bitfarms down 7%. MAR down 6%. Riot down 5%. Iron is only down 2%. Wolf down 9%. Corzi down 7%. Cypher down 10%. Hut down 6%. Hut actually hit the 21 bounce. That's not so bad. Actually, Hut still looks decently strong. I actually don't mind this dip. What about Corzi? Corzi, I don't hate this dip, but I don't love it either. I don't like that it rejected off the 50, so that means that we could run for this low again. Can down 8%, BitDeer down 13%. BitDeer has been getting hit slammed lately. The last 2 days, it's been getting absolutely slammed, double digits both days down. We cleared beneath the 21-day moving average today. If we close and open a candle beneath this, we could hit the 50 all the way down at $17 here for BitDeer. That's going to be a bit scary, a bit rough. We do have a double top. It is confirming that double top if we close today below 2161. Okay, so that's double top. And then we also have something of a triple top here. And if we close beneath 1827 in the coming days, we could see ourselves drop all the way down to $13 on BitDeer. So be aware of that. Be careful there. Let's see. Is there anything else we want to talk about real quick? Everything is suffering today. It's all doing bad. Look at Nvidia is down 5% today. I actually went long on Nvidia this morning when I saw that it was down 6-ish%, because Nvidia doesn't do that too often. Nvidia doesn't get candles this red this often. Okay, not too bad. And if we go into the hourly here and we look here, so these dashed lines, that's a Watson envelope. So we're below the ATR bands. We're below the Watson envelope by a large margin. It's all the way up here at 147. It doesn't tend to stay out of that for very long on the hourly. You can see here, it's only been out of the Watson envelope for a little bit and then comes all the way back up to the top of it. Came out of the Watson envelope a little bit, all the way back up to the top of it. Hit it here, went all the way back up to the top of it, which was mostly flat, but you get the gist. Comes out of the Watson envelope even a little bit, goes all the way back up to the top. If that were to happen this time, we would see it come all the way back up to 152, which would probably catch it around 150-ish sometime in the near, few days. Now, this was a bit of a double top on the 2 hours, on the 1 hour chart for Nvidia. That confirmed an hour ago. We did come down here to base down, and we tapped the upper part of this support, and we're bouncing, so that's actually good news. We almost filled this volume gap. If we get back up above 144, 144, yeah, I'd be looking at it to move all the way back up to 150 real quickly on NVIDIA. And of course, nothing I say is financial advice or a suggestion to buy, sell, or hold any asset whatsoever. Qualcomm holding up stronger than its peers right now. This is actually really good. On the hourly, I actually really like this wick on the bottom here. If this candle closes green in the next 6 minutes, I'd be looking at Qualcomm as well to go along on that one a bit. And Qualcomm's been one I've been watching for a while, especially since they won that lawsuit against ARM. Yeah, and they are above the 50-day moving average here. If we can get a daily close above that, yeah, we could easily go into the high 160s, maybe even all the way back up to the 200-day moving average there at 175. What else are we watching? I'm watching VERT. I'm watching VERT very, very closely here. So we got an engulfing red candle today. See how we got outside of the Watson envelope? That's this green dashed line here. We got all the way outside of it, hit the top ATR band, and we bounced all the way down to the 5-day moving average and bounced off that 5-day moving average. I don't think the sell-off is necessarily over here. I'm looking for this to come back down. Did it quite fill this gap? I guess it technically filled the gap. I'd like to see it hit the 21-day moving average, or at least go sideways for a day or two and show some strength up above 120. And then I'd be looking at Vertiv for a retest of 145 here, which is the high, and potentially even more out of it since we are exiting this downtrend here. And I'll see if do I have it drawn? Yeah, since I'll do a channel and I'll show it there real quick. Since this right here, since we're out of this channel, this descending channel, we broke out of it with force. So I'm looking for a retest, which we're getting today. We might go sideways tomorrow or the next day as well. And then I'd be looking for it to move back up to the highs. And once it conquers those highs, potentially even all the way up to 173 for Vertiv. Remember, this is an immersion cooling company. Every AI chip needs immersion cooling going forward, all the new ones. So this is the company that is going to be getting a lot of attention for that specifically. The next one we're looking at is cryo cooling, which hasn't really started to take off yet. I've got some stocks here. Cryo cooling is for quantum computing. All the way down here, cryo coolers. We got ETN, GTLS. What's this other one? GTLS is on there as well. Chart Industries, that's the one. Cryomass Technologies, Northrop Grumman, a couple of others. Anyways, I'm watching those ones closely. I'll let you know if there's anything of interest there. Anyways, that's all I've got for you today. Please like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Check out the Trade Cave store, link in the description, as well as the channel bio, and have a profitable day.